Yo.
Hello.
Yo.
I'm in queue.
Sounds good.
You're in
Unable to
queue.
invite that player
Oh.
is currently bound by duty or in another area.
If you're talking about me, it's just a gate.
Oh. Wait, that shouldn't stop it. Oh, unless you're in like fucking
It was
Leap
the
of Faith or one
it
Air
was
Force
the
One.
airship, the gunship one. I'm ready.
Ah, okay.
I am no longer in queue. I am here.
Oh yeah.
Well, let me get it's kind of stupid that I have to go all the way to the
Omeg.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a requirement.
Give me a couple of seconds to feed the cat. It won't take long. She's staring
Sounds
me
good.
down.
If you don't feed her, she will feast on your flesh.
I joined a PF for level or floor 20 to floor 100 in Pilgrim's Traverse. And it actually did that.
Oh wow.
Wild.
How long did that take?
2.5, 3 hours, something like that.
It's quick.
What was the composition?
I was on Summoner, we had a Machinist. I think the healer was a Sage, and the tank was... Gunbreaker? This should be my contacts here.
Yeah, but that's fine. I just wanted to know if it was standard comp or like all DPS or whatever.
Yeah, no, standard comp for that one. I joined that PF because I tried to like do a solo matchmake party all the way through, and in the 91 through 100, some dumbass samurai was full clearing every floor and got us into trouble.
Oof.
We just wiped on like 98. White mage for the healer and warrior for the tank. I was right about the machinist though. Once Paros is back, we should go over our...
I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. We should go over our plan for the ads, because I'm not 100% sure I know what we're doing. We're merging east-west, or the west ones with each other and the east ones with each other, right?
Yep.
And killing the center one immediately.
Yep. That's the plan.
My job is southeast.
Yeah, that sounds right. Unless we want to mix it up.
Wait, no. It should be Pyros' job to get southeast, not
Yeah.
get northeast.
Wait, why is it my job to get southeast if I have to also get?
Because you'll just throw a tomahawk at it and then stand northwest. So that'll put you in melee range of the boss. Whereas if you got northeast, you'd have to go camp southeast to merge them. And that's just going to be ranged attacks, right?
Okay.
Right. How are we feeding them? Are we just gonna make a game time decision?
I think the it's just gonna work out nicely to where the west ad gets fed first, because it's gonna be in a nice position to like go through the two white puddles.
Okay. And then I guess we try to drag.
So let me open up the Excalibur. Not letting me copy something that's locked. It's a choice.
Well, you can't select it, right?
You can.
When it's locked.
Yeah, puts a big lock icon above it.
Mm.
I don't know why I chose to do it this way.
Am I Jubilant Goat? No.
No, I believe you're Yan.
Nice.
What
That
am
was my
I?
name. I thought it was your terrific Ghost Shock. No. Diligent Ghost Shock.
That's not me.
Drawing Infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, Diligent
And
Ghost Shock. Ghost Hawk?
This is
Goshawk?
it is updated since the last time we were in here. Stroke with
Although with our thinking, it might just be one puddle, right?
yeah. Hard to say. Can I add another point to this? Yes, I can.
All right, so cool.
Let me just change this color to green. Sure.
Keeping your buffs up during this is going to be pretty annoying.
But yeah, that's my general thought. Because last time we missed this first white puddle after the merge. So I think the general path should be for the west one to try and just go through those first two. But if we miss, then, you know, backup plan is to use this third one.
Okay, and similar sort of thinking, like if we botched walking that puddle, then we go to that one.
Yeah.
All right, everyone know their job.
Believe so.
Or, I mean, it might be easier to do like a full loop-de-loop. I don't know.
Probably. I don't know. There's better refresh opportunities over here, depending on.
But
time.
yeah, my thought process is like after the one on the east gets merged, it's gonna have to be going towards the back of the room, because otherwise it's gonna like there's not gonna be anywhere for Pyros to go. Pyros is probably gonna be able to just chill, like here.
I mean, Pyros might have the tether. Like, I don't think we know how it's decided.
Oh, that's fair.
In which case, he gets to go chill in like Narnia, right?
Yeah.
Or drag it through this gap and then aim for that.
Yeah. The only thing that I worry about, similar to like the bubbles on the first boss in Alo Alo, I worry about if we try and pack too much on one side of the room, there isn't going to be safe spots because of the AoEs around the ads.
Yeah. That's reasonable. Okay, cool. I think this makes sense.
I'm sure there's an easier way to do it, but I think any way you slice it, the two merges are going to happen about the same time, so one of them needs to get delayed, and I just think it makes more sense to delay the east one because of the locations of the puddles.
Sure. All right, let's do this.
If it turns out that we need to blow them up quicker, then we'll figure out something then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we need to like have one alive or something. It's so strange that they lose. They like slow down, lose their vulnerability when they're on
The boss definitely casts a fire ability, like following that up, so that it's clearly set up in such a way that it can add bad time costs.
Right. Oh, maybe the boss detonates them?
Yeah, that would be my guess. Like the one time we saw it, all the ads were already dead.
Yeah.
You ready?
He did a sword ball or a sword chain combo, right?
Is that it?
That's vertical.
Back 3 later.
Be light. Be light.
Unless you have.
Yep. I hate how these things fucking move. Oh, they're fucking blow up.
Just park right here, Pyros.
I tried that.
What do you mean you tried that? I mean, if it spawns here, and you park there
Yeah.
and you shield lob it, it'll like.
Are
I
you
don't
talking about?
understand.
You're talking about parking on X? You mean on
No, I'm
one,
talking
right?
about parking on one. Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay. Well then,
Did
let me
did
rephrase. Draw a line between you and the one in the center, and make sure that line intersects the very center of this white square.
do we have a VOD of it?
Yep, 1 second. I don't think I've got a good POV of it though. Oh yeah, I do.
Killed
Never
by
mind.
self-destruct.
Yeah, Pyro. So what's happening is you're hitting it with a shield lob as you're running back. So the second it gets hit by you, it starts moving. Just don't touch it.
Yeah,
Leave your position.
you also did. You were not parked there at the start of the mechanic. You were parked in the dead center of the room. That's the exact opposite of what I'm saying you should do. I'm saying you should start on this line, and just you literally don't have to move. Just stand there and shield lob
I mean,
the one in the middle and provoke the one in the southeast.
I was a little off, but I was in that area.
I wonder if we can't actually just make this easier by just having range to take both corners. Because what I'm thinking, I'm in the game right now, so I guess it's just easier. Let's go there. Because I think if you just essentially go, make a new copy of this. Like I think if
So
you just
stand there, they start like walking in,
yeah, and
and
then
then you
if
like
you go
dip
towards the
in and then
center,
run out.
yeah, as they get close to each other, they should converge on you as you're moving.
Right,
And
but
then
like,
yeah, so I think it would be like a movement like this. So for this one, it would go that way. And then for this one, you'd do a dance, essentially. You have to thread the needle. Can I add more points? It's a different color. Nope, don't want that. Come back. There you go. I don't think you're going to be able to get him to turn like that.
no, this is my movement.
Oh, I
So
see.
like, trying to like dip it through the, get it around the puddle, and then once it starts converging, sort of like run through before they close the gap. And then, so they'll follow that, start there, and then out like
I don't think you even need to do that, because if you look in the game, like look where I'm standing right now on this diamond. If you were to just stand here and hit both of those, and it's symmetrical on the other side, but I guess we can look at that on the other side. Like just standing here, they won't hit them.
Yeah. Okay, so I just like plant here. Man, I think like, I don't know. We can give it a go. I'm down to try it.
I mean, yeah, the only reason why I'm suggesting this is I feel like it's just less moving pieces.
Yeah.
Like, we won't have the randomness of like, oh, who is it going to latch onto when you merge two peoples?
Yes, that is true. But
I mean-
yeah, it's probably also easier to get them to merge. You just have to like, no,
The
you
other,
have to like wobble them.
I mean,
don't know.
the other option
let's
is
give it a go.
we could do something like something that we haven't really thought of, like merging. Where am I? Please stop.
I think I kind of want us to let Northeast auto run in.
Which ones?
Just Northeast. Let Northeast auto run in because we're like dicking around with them for a while now, right? So like the tight timing is less important. So maybe I try to merge these two and then see if I can drag them down to that.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's worth the shot.
Let's try the sides first,
So
though.
the one thing that I see that might cause problems with having a single person merge is before we were having, let me grab laser pointer, we were having them be pulled like this, but that's because we were here and never in danger of the AoE. As they're moving together like this, in order to not get hit by the AoE, Tarask's gonna have to be moving this way, which is going to naturally draw them like this towards one another, and the merge will probably happen. Like we could probably still dodge the puddles, no problem, but the merge is going to happen much closer to the center of the room by the time they get lined up and on top of one another. You know what I mean?
Yep. I very much think that is probably going to be the case.
If we ignore Senator, what does he do? Does he just stand in place?
I don't know. We've never done it, but he does spawn facing the opposite direction. So
Oh, he might like walk south.
yeah.
I have to imagine they either, if nobody touches them, they just target a random person and start running towards them, or they could even potentially target a puddle and start running towards them.
Besides, do a diagonal across the room. Like we've let that
Right,
happen.
but is that because that's just what they do, or is it because this puddle's right here?
I think so. I mean, let's test it either way. But like, my speculation is why we saw that. We saw it. We've only seen that with this guy in particular,
We let
and
this guy auto detonate once, didn't we? We tried
I
it.
don't think he did auto detonate.
No, he did. That was the pull that Pyros
Oh yeah,
danced
he
Just
did
like
the
the
ring
one
around the
around the
around the
center,
roses,
and
yeah.
he was the first one to explode.
Okay, yeah, so that's fine. If this guy just auto detonates, then we can just ignore him. But yeah, because what I was gonna say is there was no one like within this proximity of this one, and it did latch on to Melphis over here, but I don't know if that was because you hit it or not.
On the last pull?
No, no, not the last pull.
Okay.
This was like the first time we saw the mechanic.
Gotcha.
But yeah, let's go back to this guy, one that's currently marked as number 2. Let me this up. So number 1 is going to auto walk and detonate. I just realized I didn't have my push to talk on. So number 1's going to walk and auto detonate in there. What are we doing with these others?
I think your plan for these is good. Did you guys pull it off this time or this last
Oh
time?
yeah, we've merged them several times now.
Okay,
Yep.
nice.
We
So
haven't successfully killed this one. Like that last pull, I mean if you look at my POV of it, so it snapped onto me and then I was dragging it over and there was a party in the in
yeah.
the northeast, so like I just died to the AoEs.
Right. Okay. I think I might try to get these two to merge.
Yeah,
Maybe maybe I shoot him and then just walk on the other side of this guy, see if he stands put. And if he starts walking down, then maybe like try to intercept him.
Okay. If we're leaving northeast alone, and you're trying to grab center and southeast and merging those two, can Pyros shield lob the southwest one and Cause still grab the northwest one, and I can just fucking AFK in the center and spam heals?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. You got that, Pyros?
Which one am I getting?
Southwest, the one on our
Okay.
current 1 marker. And you're standing just a little bit west of B so that it will merge with Cause's ad from the northwest.
I think I'm just gonna drop rotation through this until we get it sorted out.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, it's not like we have to damage them.
Give me anchors. So you were thinking something like this? Like a loop-de-loop here, through here, or?
My first thought is if 3 stays planted, I just stand here. Like I shoot that guy from across the arena.
Oh,
I just
okay.
stand and like watch him walk through.
I don't think 3 stays planted. If
Okay,
if
in that
it behaves
case,
this if it behaves the same way as the other ones, 3 is going to start marching straight south.
then I'm gonna hang out over here and then shoot 3 when he gets to a place that's annoying.
Yep. So you can definitely, yeah, like if we can get it so the southeast one is moving immediately, then I think it'll be very easy to make that one in the middle one merge.
Okay.
Or if it just marches backwards, that might even be better.
Yeah, I just like hang out somewhere else.
Because then when he gets into position here, it's just, actually probably just cross past the 3. Who knows?
Right.
Let's see it.
All right, good shit.
All right, so Pyrus, you are shield lobbing this one, the southwest. Melphis is just chilling, right?
Oh, they're 20% apart. He's chunking. horizontal.
the mid on it that we use.
Fight's weird.
Yeah, let's get a chat message about that.
just started running towards me.
It is.
Nice. Great. Okay, so we do have to pull the one in the middle. I'll do that.
So this actually simplifies it quite a bit.
The one in the northeast did it did run in, right?
Yeah, I believe it was the first to explode.
Okay, cool. I'd like to watch that back.
Yeah, the one in the center, it turned to watch me the whole time with no one touching it, and then eventually walked in my direction. So I don't know
Okay.
if it's like we might still be able to bait it in a moving direction by proximity, but I can't confirm that.
Yeah.
Now you can see the targeting arrows. It targeted you right off the bat.
Okay.
So it didn't give you a tether, but it did target you.
Yep.
Interesting.
And actually, the center one. Okay, no, the center one turned and faced you. So they all need to be tagged.
Well, we can ignore northeast, right? Because that'll just kill itself.
Um, it ended up killing itself, but it did not walk in a straight line.
Oh.
It targeted Melphis and started walking him.
Well, I
Oh,
mean,
it did follow Memphis.
I can still bait him.
Yeah, we can do
Then.
this exact same thing. We just have
Yeah.
Melphis take him.
Okay.
Yeah, that still just frees me up immediately, which would be ideal.
Yeah, sounds good. So I'll tag the one in the center now. So I actually get that tether. What does my movement look like?
So one thing, this double where we're going in the back like this with both of us isn't going to work because so I took. I mean, I guess I can navigate him around this puddle like this, like that.
Oh, it was too fast.
Yeah, that's what killed us. Is the merged one blew up on the first puddle on this puddle.
I see. I see.
That's how I confirmed that it blew up in one. Like I didn't even think about it. I thought it was just gonna shrink, but it did not shrink.
Man, maybe that first idea was the right one. Maybe we just swap roles around. I don't know. So I could take both of these potentially, like Cos was suggesting. And then Pyrus takes this one like he did last time. Cos takes that one. And Melphis kills the middle one instantly. And then my path is like this walks kind of like that. This walks like that.
I think
And then I try to drag them up this direction.
I think the easiest way of doing this is going to be the person who's taking two of them needs to have one of the ones that's just going to blow up immediately. I mean, I suppose we can make it work regardless, but I think it's going to be substantially easier because that's just going to leave one tether on each person, and then we can control
Okay,
the
so
merges and stuff from there.
What are the ones that can blow up instantly? Middle can blow up instantly. This guy can blow up in like 6 seconds or so. This guy can blow up in like, I don't know, 4 seconds. Uh,
I'm trying to watch it back from our last FOD.
I feel like killing the middle is just the play because it's spinning around and picking someone random to run at is annoying as hell.
Yeah, I think it's also middle is going to be. I mean, it's the safest anyways because people it just gives us more room to work with.
Yeah. So that means somebody stands here, and whoever is standing here cannot take this guy. Because if they do, that's sort of like a train wreck waiting to happen, right? Because they have to stand in place for this guy to like figure out his shit and walk into the puddle.
Yeah.
And that's enough time for this guy to get perilously close to that.
So yeah, we probably want person taking 1 to be right here, and also take this one because that would be the safest one for them to grab.
Let's look at the angle in game. Okay, so I times add. Yeah, I think that's fine. It is sort of aimed at that puddle, but there's enough gap that I think you can navigate around it.
I think, yeah, if we look, I think if you stand right here, that definitely get the one in the middle, walk through that puddle, and that is a straight shot to you without and then using that same logic, if the person is taking up on the other corner,
Stands where I am now, right?
oh yeah, I guess where you are now. I
It's
mean,
like planned, like they should merge it.
the bubble, all that needs to happen is the bubble needs to overlap the one next to it. It seems like to get them to merge. So like we have
Well,
a fair amount of wiggle room.
I think their like character model has to touch. The bubbles have overlapped with them.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I mean. It's not like the bubble just needs to touch the line.
Ah. Cool. All right, so let's walk through new plan. Somebody plants here. Equal center. Southeast. Somebody plants down here, either symmetrical to symmetrical to there, or slightly in. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. And then what's happening on the west is the same thing that we've been doing the last 3 strats, right?
Yeah, I think this is the way.
I think the puddle's kind of a little fake.
Yeah, the puddle is we've looked at it in the game, and this should
Yeah.
be fine. So this probably want to be like Malphus. Now the thing is, after these, the going straight into this puddle was not okay, timing wise. So
It'll be different.
this,
It'll be different because this guy will blow up faster than this guy will. It'll be like, I don't know, a few seconds.
all right, let's look actually, because that guy was the one who blew up in this poll.
Middle? I thought it
Oh
was
no, sorry, yeah,
top
no,
right
you're right,
auto
you're right,
walking.
you're right, you're right. Yeah, I guess it's hard to say from this because we didn't hit either of those two.
Okay.
But let's just go. So we get Vuln up.
This does mean Melphis is stuck all the way across the arena from Pyros. Uh,
Yeah, that's true. We could. I mean, it doesn't matter who's doing these ones, to be completely
yeah.
honest. So we could swap it. I could be over here, and Melphs could be over here.
Anyone have thoughts?
Not really. Makes sense to me.
Okay.
So, and then the general path for this one is, I mean, this is going to be like a play it by ear type of situation, I think, but
Yeah.
because you're just going to have to watch the debuff and try and walk them into a puddle at a time that is safe. But I don't know, like something like this could probably work, or you could aim for that back one. Back one's probably going to be hard. So, yeah, you can do
All right. I think I understand. All seems reasonable.
All right. So I'm taking southeast.
drag it over a black. See what happens. Okay, so neither one of us had access to our target puddles, just because of the nature of their movement.
Yeah. Sailing boats.
I think
The movement's gonna have to depend on who the tether goes to.
well, I mean, there's nothing stopping us from just picking a quadrant and like basically just spinning it in a fucking circle down in a corner. Like
Yeah,
we can just pick a side arbitrarily and do that with one.
I'm fairly sure that after they merge, it's just like the beginning, where they turn on a dime for
Okay.
before they start chasing someone again. But let me confirm, because like that was what. So on the previous poll that we got there, that's exactly what I did. Is like I just positioned, so it merged like right here, right here-ish, and I just positioned across this puddle from it, and it like immediately just went to that puddle.
Yeah. I can't do that if it picks me because I have to get into the center to heal off the first explosion before the second one goes off.
Man. I wonder if. Hmm.
I mean, this would have been perfectly fine if Tarath just continued across the front of the boss and Malphus continued towards the back. They were
We wouldn't have
also
merged.
they were also fine to blow up. Yeah, actually, at the point that they merged, we could have blown up a second one.
Yeah, the issue
Yeah,
is
but
that in order to drag my ad through a puddle, I would have had to. I mean, I get what you're saying. If I just come this way and then I can circle back into the center with my ad after Tarath blows up his, but we traffic jammed each other and neither one of us had access to any puddle without running through the tethered ad of our opposite.
So what I'm saying is when they merged, Malphus, you could have blown it up on the first puddle, the one that was right next to it.
When they merge, they get damage up. So he would have had like 3 or 4 stacks of damage up, and I don't know if that was livable. Which is why I called to try to shrink it to see if we could.
so it did go down 2 steps, right? When I dragged it through the light puddle.
When
Oh yeah, when from 3 it goes down to the first phase.
But it was at 4, I think. Because 2 twos merged. Let me look at the mod.
That looked like it
I
was
thought it
just as
just
big
blew
as
up full
normal.
sized.
No, it shrunk. And then it was like chilling on a diamond.
I'm looking at the VOD. It was still the exact same size as it was in the center of the room when it blew up.
Yeah, it didn't shrink.
No. Oh, let me watch.
Chains went off at the same time, so chains could have detonated it instead of it shrinking.
No, I mean, chains is definitely what's like. Chains is the problem, right? Because if it's fire damage and if we still have fire vuln by the time that goes off, we're fucked. That's like that is our cutoff for having these things fucking gone. But it blew up because it got to the puddle. You can see it standing on it.
Yeah, and it did not shrink. Mm.
I wonder why it shrunk in the other bowl.
Like I said in the well, you may not have seen the Discord post. I think that the one that was over here got both of its growths from walking through dark puddles, and that's the reason it shrunk. I think if you merge them, there is no opportunity to shrink them because that would mean deleting explosions from the room, right? We'd just be straight up deleting damage from the fight. That's my only working theory, is that that's why that one was able to shrink. Otherwise, it makes no
Well,
fucking sense.
Man.
Yeah, and there does not appear to be any rhyme or reason to which person does get the tether. Because I've tried being the closest person to it multiple times now, and it has gone to me before, but on that time I was definitely much closer. I was right outside the edge circle then. Uh, and Tarath, you were like quite a few steps out, and it still stuck on you.
I think I was autopiloting shooting it though. So I might have established the tether again by auto attacking or
No, I mean it was like your. It seems like the way that these merges work is that like one of them goes into the other. It's not like it's making a new ad.
sure.
Because it's still like when it merges and everything, it's still facing the exact same person that it was going after. Like the tether never disappears, and the other ad actually like the animation is slightly different. Like the one who is merging in like has a pretty clear animation of they are getting sucked in. Like it starts glowing, and the one
Yeah,
that isn't being merged into, I guess they both do start glowing. But it looks like it almost like dives in. Yeah, what certainly wasn't helping things either is everyone got touched by the ads at some
yeah,
point.
yeah. I mean, that one's fucking huge. So, man.
It was actually the level 2 ads that everyone got touched by. No one touched the level 3.
Yeah, that snapshot's on their aura is dog shit.
Oh, it pulses very, very quickly.
I mean, I'm looking from the time that they fused, like, I created distance, cast a GCD heal, and it was on top of me and touching me. I mean, it wasn't, but it was according to the game.
It's the same as when they first spawn. Like if you are in, you have to like treat it as an AoE zone.
Yeah,
like
but
if you're in
I
it.
wasn't. Wait, like I'm watching the clip right now. It catches me when I'm dead center in the room after I created distance to send Numa. I just need to create more distance, which I can do. That's not a problem. I thought that was enough. Just one more fucking janky thing about this fight.
All right, so what do we want to do? I mean, it feels like that's close. We just have to make it a point to kill them. But
Right. It's a little. My movement felt extremely constrained. I will say. Like I didn't really feel like I could go to the front. Maybe that's not accurate, but let me look. Okay, I guess I could have gone dead center, like up by A.
Who has the easier time maneuvering in their corner when the fuse happens, you think? I mean, I know the rooms are
Maybe.
symmetrical, but
The free movement.
okay. I think I think whenever we get them to merge here, regardless of whether or not it grabs the north or the south person, the goal needs to be snaking that ad down, like just kiting it down here and then back up and freeing up the room for the west side ad to get either to the center or whatever. Like, I see what you're saying, Kaz, about how if I had like been preemptive about my movement, assuming it was gonna take me, the moment I saw it merge, I could have stepped into the northwest light puddle and dragged it through, and it would have gone off immediately, which I think would have been fine based on the mod. So like you won't necessarily have to kite it for very long. It's just it is super cursed for people who get like the fact that it can go on either or just really sucks because it creates situations where either you're fine, you're down here already, you just drag it and then horseshoe it back into the middle, or congratulations, you now have to find a way to spin it in the north and like fucking spin around it and everything else, and it just
Yeah, and that's why I'm wondering, like, is there a pattern where we do like an X across the room, right? Like, is that even more cursed? Because like you could these two in the Excalibur, I think, have a straight shot, right? Like if so, one person tagged both this corner or sorry, southeast and the northwest corner. I put a green marker here at these two.
Oh, okay.
Those two can just walk straight at each other and will never hit them. So like it would be annoying for someone to do that, but like,
well, it would require two people still, right? Because you've got to be able to like essentially like E8S like sneak around the ad and stand behind it to continue them walking towards one another to be in the center.
So yeah, I guess my general thought would be that you would just cheat towards like if your movement was like, so dead center of the room and then just like towards the east, they would do one of these, right?
Right, and potentially end up somewhere around these two puddles for easy termination.
Yeah.
That does make sense, and I wonder if that would delay enough for us to do the other three as like proper explosions.
Yeah, just singular ones.
Yeah, like in this case, laser pointer, 1, 2, and maybe faff about with this one down here for a bit, and then 3.
I think you're gonna have to
I
faff
think,
about with this one too.
yeah, it's gonna
Yeah,
have to be like a curved, like around and back.
But yeah, that'd
but
still be fine, probably.
yeah,
I guess so. Like nobody touched this guy. He's gonna pick someone random to walk at, uh, and then I chill here, blow up the first guy, move into position to grab him, and then run around behind this guy.
Oh no, I figured it would be something like so. I think Melphis would make the most sense to get this one, because then
Center guy.
yeah, because then you're just
Instant
free to
explosion.
move wherever and heal where you need to heal, and you're also center in the room.
Okay.
and then the other person could stand right here and move into that direction as he disappears, which
Yeah.
would create this to start with, but would resolve in this direction as you move that way.
Yeah, and then
All right. What are the assignments?
so that would probably be so you would probably be the one that has the easiest time to wrath of getting these two.
Okay, so
Just do the movement.
I like shoot both corners and just like hang out like here or something, and then move in once middle guy's dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
So probably start shooting this one and then grab this one.
Right.
Can
Well, actually,
can
you couldn't do
Pyros
that. Yeah.
can Pyros hit this one and literally just park right here and never move?
I think you could, yeah.
I wonder if that would give us enough time or if that would still cause an explosion with the other two.
It's probably worth trying.
And that would leave you cause to kite this one.
Yeah, that's fine. So
I wonder if we can live a 3 explosion.
it didn't look like it was like 250k.
But that was a 4, right?
I guess that was a 4. It looked the same size as the 3 though.
Uh,
So that's number 1, and then we decided that this one's probably number 2. That one would be number 3.
well, these merge somewhere in the middle. Okay.
Yeah, so these two. So 3 normal explosions, 1 merge of these two that are across from each other.
Yeah. Having the southwest one go second, do you think that doesn't put you kiting yours for like way too long in that corner?
I will be kiting it for a long time, but it's fine. I can like
Okay.
I'm not going to be actively moving much. I have pretty safe places where I can go. Like I can hit that one and then just go. I'm not moving right now, but I can just go here and effectively
Right.
be safe. I mean, like, I just have to wait for this guy to run past.
Yeah, so you can sneak into this corner, let him come, maybe even have him come here and then
Yeah, might even
either
use this
drag him.
one.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
All right. So to run through everything, Falcon stands there, insta detonates center guy.
Mhm.
And then Pyros stands here, pulls southwest, and then just doesn't move, waiting for southwest to walk through the puddle. I instantly tag northwest, hanging out like here maybe. And then when I can, I tag southeast.
Yeah, yeah, and you
And
should
then,
be able
like,
to.
wobble around here.
I assume you'd be able to hit it. I'm just looking at it. And I think you're standing where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I should be able to hit both corners, I think.
Here, so out of the spawn radius of the first one. Just gotta make sure to not mix it with we don't have time in this instance.
Anyone need a break, or are we good to keep going?
I'm fine. Give me actually 1 second.
Capybara mount fate spawning.
No cap.
No. Yes, Cap.
I don't think that's actually where the
Okay,
merge is
I'm
going
back.
to happen, but
No, I mean, there's no way I can make that movement work, right? Like, I'd have to Well, actually,
So 4 is going to be a lot closer to you, right? Than
yeah.
or sorry, they're both marked 4. The north east one is going to be a lot closer to you than the southeast one, even though they spawn in different locations just based on the order that you hit them, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I probably can't make them merge in a straight line because that would
No, you definitely
require
couldn't.
teleporting out.
Yeah, so you're going to have to like either cheat backwards and loop around to do something like that or
Yeah.
something.
Well, what's stopping him from once the center one's gone, parking right here, and then as they get close, then moving in that line, which will cause like this type of a sweep and should cause the merge right here.
The only thing that I
yeah.
would worry about with that is
If they
if
get
they
like
hit the
slide casted into the white because they got near enough to it.
yeah, if they don't
Yeah.
touch
Yeah.
before they get to the white is the concern. But yeah, otherwise I think. I mean, it feels very clean with everything except for the merged one. We're just gonna have to figure
Yeah.
out what the hell to do with that. But I feel like there also has to be a pretty straightforward solution like this because the timing is pretty tight.
Yeah.
I mean, either
Yeah,
that.
Go ahead.
I mean, we either need to keep them alive through the chains, or
Kill them all before it.
kill them all before it. Which keep them alive through the
Well,
chains is possible because of the slow, right?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of if that makes them detonate, which we
Right,
haven't
yeah.
seen. But
And also, like, our positioning's got to be really, really good if it's chains, because we're getting area denial on a portion of the room that could be in or out, and we have to hold still for like 3 seconds to not get blown up by the chains going on.
yeah, it very much feels like this has to be resolved before that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still, like, I think at this point, just about any of the strategies that we've discussed would work with enough, like, repetition and energy. Like, they've all been viable. Even potentially, like, blowing them all up as singles. I think we might just want to, like, pick one and really get some repetition on it and, like, go from there.
Yeah.
Like, even if it feels like it's not working, maybe we just send it, you know, a good 5, 6, 10 times. Or, hell, we know that we get 5 ads in 15, right? And all the mechanics seem to work the same now that we know that the merged ones explode when they step on white. We could practice this in 15 instead if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up to you guys, though.
To be completely honest, I mean, going into 15 the way that with the configuration we've been going in there with, doesn't actually feel any easier. Like, it feels like
Well,
we'd
the
still have
healing requirement is wildly lower. Like, I'm not
That's
chugging
true.
potions through it.
Yeah, I'm still basically having to use all the same tools, but it feels a lot more comfortable. And if somebody does get hit with like something out of pocket, like spot healing doesn't feel as nightmarish.
Alright, do we want to try this in 15 now?
Yeah, sure. Let's see. So the configuration you had in mind is capped drain, so we get all the fire mechanics. And we need to get 7 across the rest of the 4 things. I could just go 2 of everything except, I don't know, 1 spices.
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did all 3s plus 8 on the grain last night.
Yeah, that was 20. I don't know if do we want to go 20? I don't.
I'm not sure. I defer to the group on that.
I think it makes more sense to do. If we're going in at a lower difficulty, let's just go in at like the minimum.
All right, so I'm doing 2 of everything except grains at 8 and spices is at 1. What does that do? Fuck to find out. We all good?
Yep.
And if we go in there and like everything's wildly different, we just abandon ship.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
about, like
sounds good.
killing it before that mechanic got the problem, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I follow.
I did the stuff. Did the same stuff.
Please.
Horizontal.
Yep, okay.
They're the guy down the front.
Oh, that's good. But there was yesterday. Do you not have 8 for the grain, or were we just wrong about grain being fire? Well, this is. Yep, go for it.
I tried to.
Well, not here. There were only 4.
No, that's true.
Were there only 4 last night, or were there more?
No, we had 5 last night. To my recollection, anyway.
Yeah, I don't recall. Let me
But we were on 20. Maybe that next step up is what puts the 5th ad there.
Maybe. I'm gonna risk spoilers to see what the fucking things do.
Yeah, thinking about it now, like I don't remember which one of you said it, but you're probably right that like going to the lower difficulty outside of the fact that the heal check is a little easier doesn't actually help us that much because the thing we're likely to wipe on is the passes of the debuff, and that barring causes excellent play just now is basically typically unrecoverable. So like we're probably fine to just keep doing it at 40, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
We were getting pretty clean at it anyway.
Yeah, we're definitely getting there. I just I don't know if I'm potentially having some latency issues because I'm doing the same thing, which is just pointing in my cardinal direction and holding both my mouse buttons down. So like I move basically the first frame that I can,
No,
and I'm getting clipped sometimes and not getting clipped other times.
there was 4 yesterday.
Okay. So it is. Well, maybe we could. I don't know. There's no more fire damage we can give it. What other element could those even be?
I think we just go back in at 40. It's
Yeah,
fine.
fine. Otherwise, we're bouncing up to 25, 30, and then we're already halfway there anyway.
I did not realize that on this VOD site, it like remembers the settings for the previous day. So if you select the log in the top right from yesterday, it still has like the offset and everything.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
I wasn't sure if it was like, is it using the current mod that I set up or no? No, it's definitely the pull from yesterday. I mean, that I guess should have been obvious by the fact that there were 20 pulls.
Now we're just pulling real fast.
But yeah, the last... We got to the ads the last 3 times straight, so let's just keep that up.
Yeah.
But like, not technically, because I walked in and lost twice.
Our best pulls.
It's alright. We got Inspector Virus on the case. This is the clear.
Oh yeah. Hard boiled.
horizontal. Not what killed me though.
You gotta drink that.
I wish they had given this its own song.
What's the matter, Pyrus? Are you looking at something?
Yeah.
What?
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
It's just annoying. It's like one more thing.
Back.
Horizontal.
Jesus. Are they mismatched too much? Oh yeah, that's what it is.
It's wild how much the variance is.
I do not like this fight. I am not a fan. Kudos for trying something new. It's definitely interesting. Execution. I don't love it.
Critical. Oh no. If he does just walk, it almost works out perfectly. Just 1 second.
Mine was number 2, right?
Yep. I just didn't grab the right one. I went to go grab the northwest one.
It's pretty troll that it's like just off for what it is. There's all the 2 in the middle.
Yep.
Middle and northeast.
The debuff actually did fall off on my screen.
I wonder if it is fine.
Uh,
Let's watch.
He
the
took
mod.
485,000 from it.
I think we had 2 of them go off. Did we?
And he took 475, 485.
I guess, yeah, the debuff tech did not actually wear off. It went down to
Oh.
0 seconds.
I see. Yeah. Okay. So definitely can't let it auto walk. Shame.
Yeah, I had enough time there for and an additional GCD. I know I'll probably get 1 GCD in between. I didn't see what our health bars were at.
I wonder if those are even. Well, I guess they're probably mittable by
Party
ship
lit.
tactician.
Yeah.
And actually, Pyros, what you did on that one would have been perfect. Just timing wise, your guy would have just started getting the critical.
Yeah, the healing I got out would have been enough for us to live a second one for sure. We may have to delay the third one a little bit though because I won't have the vanilla spike, but I should have Texas Ninja Troll for that one.
Yeah, that should be
And then we'll probably need. I mean, we'll need to top up obviously. But we'll probably need bigger mitt for the last one.
I don't know if I'll have anything. I mean, I could.
Yeah, I don't
not
know if I'll have
mitt
anything either. But we do have an LB.
Yeah.
This might be an LB angle. Let me try to suss it out without the LB because I'd like to keep it for damage. But
I mean, our LB is going to be kind of. Well, actually, LBs go through immunities normally, right?
They do, yeah. They're dark damage. So it should hit both.
yeah, I'd like to try to do it without for a little while. If I just can't make it happen, then we'll consider that. But I think we eat the first one raw. And then how big is Tactician? Is it 30 ohm radius?
Yeah.
30 ohms big enough to hit the whole arena, I would think.
So this last time I derped and sent Tactician early, so I didn't have it with the Spine Flash. And it was seemed fine. So I moved it onto the raid wide after the debuff shit, all where it's on other world, whatever.
Yeah.
But you have been dealing through that fine with no mids from there. So I could delay Tactician into the ad phase and then pop it.
You could. So, that bleed before the start of the ads, I am sending 8 back-to-back GCDs.
Okay, so I'll keep on not using Tactician on Spine Lash and then send it on that.
Yeah, that one, with the exception of Pyrus, which I think I have a plan for, that one felt a lot more comfy with the Tactician on it. But we may have to revisit that because we may end up needing Tactician for the explosions. We'll see.
Okay, yeah. Sounds good.
Grab the right hand.
Also, I know you guys are probably getting pretty low, but I think that it's that little fade on it for everybody.
Vertical.
vertical.
I do other thing. I do other thing. Oh, it's in. Oh.
Tim's? Shit. Oh. Okay, where is it?
Wait, oh, holy shit, I thought that was gonna hit. Huh.
Skill debuff.
I'm not sure I'm super invested in figuring out the drag order.
No, I'll just look it up.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. Anyone opposed?
Nope, fine by
No.
me. I mean, we understand how the mechanic works, and this is
Yeah,
a
it's just like
Oh,
trial and erroring our way through it.
there are 4 different strats.
Yep.
Nice.
And I'm willing to bet they are very close to what we are doing. If not,
Yeah.
some of them are potentially identical.
One of them's called Farm Merge
Okay.
Valley.
That's funny. Zero merges. Please don't do this. It's harder than necessary. I like that the first one has a pros and cons of all of them.
Oh, interesting. One of them does do the whole snake, the ad around these puddles in the south.
Interesting.
I mean, I guess it does make sense because then you can continue, regardless of who gets it, you can continue like a clockwise rotation around the room to the next puddle or whatever. I should actually just read the strat and see what it says to do, honestly.
Yeah, so the double cross is pretty much the exact same thing that we were doing, except for they do the front two, the first, like the original strat that we tried with the east-west merges. They just do it the north one, like the north ones and the south ones.
Yep. Probably for melee uptime, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it does give really good options for the front. Since like there's a light in the immediate path on either side. The south is still kind of cursed, but I mean if it's going off last, then that's fine, right?
So of these, the 2 merge seems like the easiest from my reading, which is kind of the same thing that we were doing. It's the or kind of the same thing we were doing with the east west. So middle dies first. West does exactly what we were doing, just different roles assigned to him.
Range grab this ad after 3 GCDs. Interesting.
Oh, I see. Yeah. The delay will stop the traffic jam that we had since you'll be parked further in the south. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it has one range doing 2, but the 2 are both the west.
And I still grab center ad, so I do the exact same thing, and then I'm just AFK heals, keeping everybody alive.
Yeah, that is the thing I like about that, is that you can just park in the center and not have to worry about much.
Yep. And since we have double ranged, this has a fizz shit. A melee DPS up north, but we can stick
Yep.
Pyrus there. We can just
Yep.
flip that.
Pyros can take that one. I can take the tank spot. Or I can do the right side, I guess doesn't matter.
Okay. It is the weekend. Did we want to stop here or did we want to keep going?
I'm fine with whatever.
How you feeling, Pyrus? You've been kind of quiet. You tired today?
If we keep going, I'm gonna need a break. Like,
Oh yeah, we can definitely take a break.
I think I would rather just call it a granted break.
Oh,
Or either tomorrow or
oh yeah, so if tomorrow's on the table. I'm down with calling it here. I figured we wouldn't go in again until Tuesday. I want this thing fucking dead.
Type an animal in the chat. I can walk around tomorrow. Alright, so 2 and 2.
I don't care.
Would you have fun if we went in tomorrow?
I mean, it's not gonna. If we kill it, maybe, sure. I'm fine with tomorrow. I just don't care, like, if we do or not.
Okay. Let's say normal time tomorrow then.
I am also fine with that. I can move my schedule around to be whatever needs to be.
it feels like we are very close.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think this is the last round mechanic, right?
The one merge strat is, I mean, people were just going wild with this one, I feel like. Like, yes, I suppose this works, but it's also, I don't know, just like, I assume that it exists this way to be consistent, but
The land tour for the Southern Islands was
yeah.
okay. No, I think this lets the healing plan. The range handles 2 of them. And the range doesn't have to do with like first position of trying to get 2 that are sort of 2
Yeah, but the healer plants in the back of the room, right? Like, it's the same thing as the earlier mechanic. And I actually don't think that they can just plant, because like how the ads are happening, it's like they're playing Frogger.
No, they are the second explosion. First explosion is bottom right. Second explosion is bottom left. And then third is straight left.
Oh, I just realized that looking at the alternate ads. The other.
trick is grabbing ads after a delay. We haven't started playing with that. Oh, here we go. Always have Pilgrim Potions active during this phase. Yep.
Yeah, fuck it, let's give it a shot.
One pull. Universe pull.
Last pull, all marbles.
Well, no. Pyro said he needed a break. Let's just respect that. Alright. So, back at it.
Yep, just message me when.
Let's just say normal raid time. Is that good?
Let's just say 7.
Okay.
I got some work I need to do, unfortunately. But if anyone wants to run some content, I am down.
What'd you have in mind? Like a cold crescent?
Yeah, I could do that. Do recon. Could do some extremes. I'm up for whatever.
I think I am gonna lay down. I kind of
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds
I'm
good.
kind of gonna lay down too.
That is ultimately why
Sounds
I
good.
said if we take a break, I'd rather just call it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, my wife just started playing Expedition 33, and I think she's got some stuff she wants to talk to me about, so I'm gonna go do that. But
Hell yeah.
if you are still around, I'll pop back onto the game whenever we're done.